dark rift at the center of the Milky Way. And they call this dark rift a cosmic mother, or they also apparently refer to it as a black hole. And only in the last 5 years have Western astronomers discovered that there is actually an enormous black hole at the center of the Milky Way, which is at the center of our galaxy.
Modern astronomers concur with the ancient Mayans. On December 21st, 2012, the Earth will be in exact alignment with the Sun and the center of the Milky Way galaxy, a galactic event that takes place only once every 25,800 years. No one knows what effect this extraordinary alignment will have on the Earth, but the Mayans believed it would be dire. Geophysicists have a theory that is strikingly similar to the events predicted by the Mayan alignment. This phenomenon is called pole shift, in which the entire mantle of the Earth would shift in a matter of days, perhaps hours, changing the position of the North and South Pole, causing worldwide disaster. Earthquakes would rock every continent. Massive tsunamis would inundate coastal cities. It would be the ultimate planetary catastrophe.
Wow! So, 2012. I guess we have callers out there. I hear music in the background, but all right. So, the year 2012, for who just called in from North Hollywood. Do we have any other callers? No other callers. All righty then. So, let's talk about that. I guess if it was Einstein, you have it on the History Channel now. I guess the History Channel is semi-factual, so with facts. So, I guess it's something to think about, something maybe to plan ahead on. I don't know what we can do about that one, but we're starting to roll into that era of, if it's the Bible, it's the end of days, whatever you want to talk about right now. Maybe we're in the 7-year war right now, and we're in the middle of Revelations. Feel free to call in. But December 21st, 2012, I guess there is going to be some kind of event, be it like from the movie Tomb Raider, where all the planets line up. So I guess we're physically really moving into a center of the Milky Way, and there's a black hole there. So what I do have one, it was just a thought. I know all this seems kind of strange, but I did have a thought of a way that maybe, all these civilizations, they keep disappearing. Like, where are the ancient Egyptians? What happened to them? Where are the Mayans? What happened to the Mini-Hoonies in Hawaii? So what, is there any callers right now? Okay. So what I did was I did some internet searching for you guys, like out there in TV land. So I'm going to show you something that's very hard to find on the internet, because we tried to pull it up again and get a better picture of it. Remember that movie Stargate? The movie Stargate. Wow, what a fantasy. Well, I guess in 1923, there was a discovery of a real Stargate. And here's the picture of the real Stargate. Amazing. Just amazing. This was taken in 1923 by a guy named Burzak or something. This is under the real Stargate, picture number 21. It was under the Internet Archive, but you can Google it, and it's very hard to find now, but that's why I'm putting it on TV for everyone to see. But now, doesn't this look familiar? Now, you know how movies, all these writers are so original. Let's see what we found that's almost like that. Do you want to roll the tape on that? We're going to make some kind of comparison, if we could. Okay, here we go. It's coming up, I guess. guess this one is the real Stargate, and the other one, I guess, you know, where fantasy has become, sci-fi has become, I guess, fact. I thought that would be very interesting for you guys to see. The other picture was from 1923, and I guess Stargate, they said when it was discovered in the movie, was 1928 to 1923. So, alrighty, but that might be an optional plan. That if the planet is going to fall apart some way, maybe there's a bunch of these Stargates around, and maybe they will open up and we can all run through them, because I don't know what happened to the previous inhabitants of the planets, including the dinosaurs. We know a lot of them died.
Mr. Chambers, don't get on that ship! The rest of the book, to serve men, it's a cookbook!
There is a theory, thank you, there is a theory though, that by 2010, we are supposedly going to prove that we have had extraterrestrial contact. I mean, that information will be released. And when you do look up the date, 2012, December 21st, 2012, that supposedly we will be in contact with some kind of aliens. I don't know. But if you'd like to call in about that, feel free to call in if you know anything about that, about ley lines and Stargates and all types of things. But if not, I know you guys are just watching the TV, flipping the channel. See, today is not a music video day. Go ahead, caller, you're on the air.
Yeah.
Hi, who's this?
Me?
Yeah, who are you?
Mauricio.
Hey, Mauricio, where are you calling from?
Boston.
All right. So, what do you have to say about all this?
I want to ask you, are you high or something? Because these are some weird-ass questions about aliens.
Yeah, no, I'm not high. See,
you
you think it's all a fantasy, all this stuff, don't you? I just showed you the real Stargate. You want to look it up online? That's the real Stargate. Wow, it's not a fantasy, is it?
If there was a Stargate, wouldn't we be torn apart as we travel through time?
No. Okay, here's a theory of mine also. What about roller coasters? You ever wonder about, wormholes and roller coasters? At the end of the show, we'll show you what happens when you go through the Stargate.
What, you mean G-forces or what?
Yeah, it's like G-forces, but what do you think? Why do you think people like to ride roller coasters? I mean, where'd that come from?
The thrill of the G-force change.
Well, that and you know what I mean. Maybe it's to prepare you to do some traveling or something. Maybe it's for that. I don't know. I mean, why do we build roller coasters? Why are there places in ancient Egypt that show like things that represent wormholes? You know,
it's a coincidence.
It's all coincidence. Do you believe that they're coincidences? I mean,
I think it's evident that they are.
I'm just trying to, the other day, for my last show, they had something like a spaceship in Texas that was more than a football field long, and they offered $1 million reward for whoever took the picture of it. I mean, that was in Texas. This is about 2 months ago now.
Oh, I think I did that.
No, okay, all right, but this way, the people who don't really believe in that stuff, they're the ones that are either going to be left behind in shock while everybody else is running.